What's up, nerds? Plugged In is back and better than ever. I'm your host, Ant, and today we have Christian and Sinai. Today we'll be talking about the Mario movie trailer, Werewolf by Night, the fourth Avatar movie, and so much more. Let's roll the intro. So starting off with the first topic, how do you guys feel about the Super Mario movie trailer?
I have opinions. I think that the animation, I'll just start off with that, is very, very good.
Oh.
I do like it. I think it's just cast. I was very surprised I didn't really catch up on all of the things yet, so I didn't know how to feel about Chris Pratt playing Mario.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just seems so out of left field. It's just like, hey, we need somebody to play Mario. Chris Pratt? I don't know. It just seems weird to me.
Yeah.
I agree in that sense. I feel like it's a very typecasty role for him. But I'm also excited because, I think he'll do a good job. I don't know if I would have liked if Mario had, a full-on thick Italian accent throughout the whole movie. I don't really know what I want. But I think I'm okay with that. I think it'll be good.
I will say, even if Chris Pratt doesn't do the best job, the rest of the cast is just perfect.
Really good.
Bowser on point.
Oh,
That's
Bowser was on point.
That's hilarious.
The King Penguin,
Yep.
so good.
Also, Keegan-Michael Key as Toad.
Yes.
His Toad voice was crazy.
It was so funny.
I didn't even realize it was him at first.
Yeah,
Me
no,
neither.
100%.
That's gonna be interesting.
Also, I don't know if this applies to you guys either, but I can't wait for Donkey Kong to just come in and be the Seth Rogen.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's Seth Rogen, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's
Oh
got
yeah, no,
that.
it's so exciting.
I think I'm most excited for Charlie Day as Luigi.
Oh yeah.
Luigi's my favorite Mario character, and his voice is just gonna be perfect for him, I think.
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. I do wish they showed more Luigi though.
Yeah, he
just
got
tag it at the end.
a little
Dang.
bit.
that's what I'm here for.
Here for Luigi. I feel like they're always just trying to screw over Luigi though.
Oh,
it just
yeah.
feel like
Totally.
every time. It's just even when something is about Luigi, you're just nah, we're gonna put it at the end. Just to mess with you.
I want to see some Luigi's Mansion or something in there. I know they kind of the ending a little bit showed that, so that's what I want to see from Luigi.
Well, if they add Luigi's Mansion, do you think they might sneak in King Boo or something? Or
Oh, they have to.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a Mario movie. He's got to be there.
Exactly. Yeah.
It'll be interesting.
Is there going now? I want to get you guys' opinion. Do you think they're gonna have someone voice a Goomba?
They may just have one person voice all of them.
I could see that.
I could see that too. Yeah.
But I'm very curious as to who that person would be.
Ex-
that would be very funny to see who it would be though.
Yeah.
They got to pick someone good.
Yeah. To be fair though, they did get Charles Martinet on there.
Yeah.
He is there, which confuses me why he's not Mario.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh. So maybe he'll be a Goomba.
Yeah,
Maybe that would be funny if he actually was.
Yeah, he might just be a bunch of the background characters or something. I don't know.
Yeah, because he does have a cameo. They at least explained that he does have a cameo in the movie. So
That's good at least.
So I mean, it could literally be anything. We just don't know.
Yeah.
But I am hoping that if he is one of the Goombas, there has to be at least a little line to be just sort of hinting at the fact that he actually is Mario.
Right, yeah.
Maybe they'll give a Goomba a hat, a Mario hat.
Just a Mario hat.
And be have him do the little accent and be oh, I'm Mario.
Oh my God, cosplay Goomba?
Yeah.
Cosplay
Oh my
Yes.
Cosplay Goomba.
That needs to be an idea.
That'd be
Nintendo,
so
hire
good.
us.
All right, yeah, no, there's so much potential with this movie, just overall.
The visuals alone are
It's
gorgeous.
amazing.
Yeah.
So good.
Oh, I am ready for it. I'm so
yeah.
excited.
No, Illumination was surprisingly the right pick for this one.
I agree.
Which I never thought I would ever say in my life. I never thought that I would say Illumination actually did a good job with this one, but they did.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're getting paid for this one.
True.
They got a nice commission fee from Nintendo.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree. But yeah, no. So moving from something kind of lighthearted to a little darker. Have you guys watched Werewolf by Night on Disney Plus?
I did watch Werewolf by Night. I am a big fan of Werewolf by Night. I thought it was really neat.
Oh yeah, no, it was definitely fun to watch.
It's like very different from what Marvel's used to, I feel like, and it was refreshing to see something different.
Oh yeah.
I think they've been treading into new territory a lot with some of their newer projects, especially like She-Hulk, Werewolf by Night, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I, for one, am a fan of seeing more of like the supernatural element of the MCU, and I think
Yeah.
that's really neat. Plus with like the black and white vibe and everything, like it
Oh,
was just
yeah.
a very unique experience.
Yeah, no, I agree. The black and white was like, it was such a good like match to the tone, and then just the Bloodstone being red was, I'm not gonna lie, it gave me Reality Stone vibes at first.
It did.
Just like seeing it like at that very start, it kind of messed me up a little bit. I was like, wait, Infinity
It's like-
Stone, Infinity Stone. But no, I really enjoyed it. I really liked Ted. I don't know. Ted was
Cool. I like
was
Ted.
good.
Yeah, trying to not spoil it too much, but
No
Ted's a big,
spoilers,
lovable
Christian.
guy.
Oh yeah, big boy.
Yeah, I mean, I'll admit I don't watch it nearly as much as I probably should, considering how much you guys know. But I definitely think that the black and white is very something different. I kind of got like WandaVision vibes, just a little
Yeah.
bit,
Yeah.
because like I hope that they do continue to do more stylized cinematography when it comes to things, because when they do it well. So I'm really hoping that like as the next phase goes on, I hope that they do start to use more stylized things, because it is very interesting to watch.
Oh yeah,
For sure.
100%. Yeah. Though I will say, the design for the werewolf was a little iffy for me, at least.
Yeah, I will agree. It wasn't my favorite. I feel like a lot of people will like it, but when I see a werewolf, I like to see wolf.
Yeah.
And he just looked like man with hair to me.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Spoiler, by the way. There is a werewolf in this movie called Werewolf by Night. Just
Yeah.
spoiler.
As
Uh-oh.
if people don't know. Do you?
No. I thought that like the Kraken was gonna come out from like the pond or something. No.
I really liked the acting in this movie. I thought they were casted really well, especially Werewolf himself. I forget his name, Jack?
Think
Yeah,
so?
Jack. I'm pretty sure that's his name. I really liked him. I really liked the main girl, Elsa.
Yeah.
Her acting, particularly when she was in a cage, pretty good acting in my
Pretty
opinion.
good.
I thought that was good. And I just liked the way that it ended.
Oh yeah.
It leaves a lot open. There's a lot that they could do with it, and I'm excited to see like how it plays out into the MCU, if it plays out into the MCU. Like I'm just curious to see where it's going to go in the future.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. It's a very welcome change for the MCU in general. But speaking of changes, so we're just about to get Avatar 2, The Way of the Water. And they're already announcing Avatar 4. They're already on 4. Like, I don't know where 3 went. Guess they just, like, lost that lucky number. But, so how do you guys feel about them already announcing the 4th recording?
I find it just funny because, I mean, we already know how kind of mean the first one was.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel like there's already going to be that ×2 with the second one. I think they're just trying to capitalize on any chance they can to, like, already jump to the joke before everyone else does. So I feel with them doing this to be like, hey, there's already a 4th one, and we're working on the 5th one right now. It's just like, calm down.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
like, you guys just came up with a second one that we haven't even seen yet. And we still don't know what happened with 3. So what's going on here?
My question is, who asked for this? Like, not to be mean, but like normally when you have a series, you do one at a time and then you wait to see like how the first couple pan out
Yeah.
and then go from there. But like they're basing the success of these next 4 sequels off of the first one that released in what, like 2009? Like that's a bit of a stretch to be like working towards a whole franchise based on one movie. Like
Yeah.
in its time, it was a very well done visually movie. So like I understand that. But like plot wise it didn't really resonate with people, I feel like. Like people know it because it's like, oh yeah, the blue people.
Yeah.
But they don't know like, oh, these characters are so awesome. Like specific characters
They
and
know
stuff.
it
Yeah.
specifically for the meme. They don't know it because it's a good movie. So to, like you said, to base it off of just a meme is kind of weird to me. And the fact that they're just like 3, 4, 5, are we getting a 6th one apparently? I don't
Yeah.
know. Like the way that they're just going about it, it seems just ridiculous to me. And if it doesn't go well for them, I'm kind of scared as to what that says for people though.
Yeah, like if the
Yeah.
second one tanks and the third and fourth one are already far into production, like that kind of stinks that they would have to just like either cancel it or just release them anyway after like a box office failure. So like fingers crossed that it all works out and they're really good. But
Oh yeah, fingers crossed. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. All I remember is like the hair, jungle, blue.
yeah,
That's like all I got in my mind right now.
I mean I'll be there to see it. I'll support.
100%. Yep. Gotta see it if it bombs. You know.
Yeah.
Part of the fun, you know. But changing gears a little bit. Have you guys seen the new Wednesday Addams trailer?
Oh yes.
Yes, I have.
Yes. How you guys feel about that?
I am very excited. I, for one, am a big Addams Family fan, and I think the way that they're doing this show is going to be really, like, a unique way to bring the characters back into the screen.
Yeah.
And, like, putting it in, like, a boarding school setting, I think is really interesting, and putting more of the focus on Wednesday herself. I just think it's going to be a very unique experience, but, like, a very well-done experience based on the trailer.
Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, I personally think that Wednesday is the best character in the Addams Family. So I'm very excited to see what they do with her. I do agree with the fact that putting her in a boarding school setting is definitely going to like branch out her character a bit more because we already know she's not very great with people. So putting her in a boarding school where she can't really leave and be around people is definitely going to be interesting for like comedic effect. But
Oh, yeah.
I am very excited.
I'm not gonna lie, I was a little dense when I first heard about the Wednesday trailer, and I was like, they're making how many movies are they gonna make like named after like just a day? But then I watched it, and then I got to the point where she was talking to her mom and dad, and I was like, wait, this is Addams Family.
Yeah.
I thought it was just like a
And-
generic like teen horror movie or something.
No.
But
No, sir.
no. I got like excited like halfway through and had to rewatch it.
Oh my god.
No, I agree wholeheartedly. Like, I think that putting them in a boarding room scene where, like, they have to interact with people, I think that's going to be perfect to show off more about, like, the character and, like, what they see as positive and negative. I think overall that's just going to be really just a welcome change for that character. Do you guys have any like specific cameos that you're thinking
Oh,
of?
yes. I am very excited for Mr. Uncle Fester himself,
Yes.
played by Fred Armisen. I don't know much about Fred Armisen, but just from the trailer, like, he looks like Fester, he talks like Fester. Perfect.
Yeah.
Flawless. Can't complain. My biggest concern, though, is that there's going to be too much of an emphasis on Wednesday and her story, and the other, like, normal Addams Family characters are just kind of going to be in the background. So, like, I hope they're still involved a lot.
I mean, to be fair though, the show is called Wednesday.
Yeah.
That is like unfortunately, as much as I do agree, I do think they should be there, but because of the fact that it's just going to be a show purely called Wednesday about Wednesday, most likely is going to be just her, even though clearly they are casting people to be, you know, part of the family. So there is hope at the fact that at least the family in some sense will still be involved. But
Yeah. No, I wholeheartedly agree. Like, the fact that like it's just Wednesday is gonna be nice for like plot development and everything. I do think that like, you know, bringing back some older characters or not older, other. I'm losing my words. Bringing back some other characters could be interesting to see how they react with the new characters that are going to be brought in to like be like supporting characters and everything. I think it's just going to be a really like just over. I know I've said it a lot, but like I know it's going to be like an interesting show. and it's definitely going to be watched.
Oh, for sure. Kind of like how you said, I think it's going to bring a lot of depth into Wednesday's character. And you can even see that from the trailer, like just in her interactions with people. And like she's forced to share a room with what seems to be like very light-hearted kind of girl, which is like a stark contrast from Wednesday's like dark persona.
Like
so I think that
everything is
alone will
pain.
be an interesting dynamic.
I feel like there's a lot of jokes that are going to be made on the internet of like this one bright, sunshiny girl and then just Wednesday.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, no, that's going to be, it's going to be interesting. I think overall it's just going to be interesting. But speaking of interesting, Spider-Man 4. It's like rumored to release around July 12th in 2024.
That is correct.
So what do you guys think is going to be like? What do you guys think is going to happen for this?
I think that this may do a little bit better than Far From Home, honestly, because I think they're already starting off on the good path of like possibly picking up from where the last Spider-Man movie ended at, where they're all eventually going to head to college, and all of the things that basically we remember from Far From Home. I'm hoping to see where they jump off from that and seeing like how everything's eventually going to be tied up into this movie. I know they did bring up the possibility, like from the last movie, of like the other Spider-Man. So if they do make a cameo, that would be hilarious. But I do think that this will be nice to like sort of, I mean, if they're using this as a way to like wrap up Tom Holland's Spider-Man, I hope they do find ways to be able to like wrap it up in a nice way to sort of have everybody be like, okay, we're comfortable with ending it here.
Yeah.
I believe it's supposed to turn into a full-on trilogy. I'm not positive on that, but I'm pretty sure that's what I heard. So I'm hoping that this is the beginning of like a fresh new take on Tom Holland's Peter Parker, because I think they did a good job at setting up this fourth movie.
Yeah.
So I'm just excited to see where he goes, and like without his interactions with like the other Avengers and stuff, like just like a street level hero. It'll be more like the Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movies. So I'm interested to see how this is going to pan out.
Oh yeah, no, me too. Like especially with the classic Spider-Man suit coming back with the red and blue. That's already exciting enough. But now that he doesn't have as much like connections, I guess, like you said, it's gonna go back to like the Tobey Maguire and the Andrew Garfield films. I feel like it also might have some like something similar to Homecoming, because he was kind of unfamiliar with everything, and then he started to learn, and he made more friendships and everything. So I feel like something akin to that might like take place, I guess.
He's got to rebuild his life essentially.
Yeah.
And figure out how he's going to navigate his new street level status as a superhero.
Exactly.
And also dealing with college, because now he has to go to college. So
That is true.
Yeah.
it's like that's also going to be something I hope they actually touch on, because now that he's going to college, like how are you going to be going to college and you're a superhero? Like how will that work? So I mean, I'm sure they'll find some way to explain it, but I am very curious to see how they will sort of either like weave that into a storyline or find a way to explain how that's going to work without the rest of the movie.
And he's also going to need a job, right? Like to
true.
financially support
True.
himself. So,
Pizza time!
you know what? Maybe they'll bring that back.
Pizza time.
Maybe.
Yes.
Like I feel like there should definitely be like other references like to the Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield movies, because if we're saying like, these will be very reminiscent of them, because, the suit and all of the other like sort of storylines we expect from a Spider-Man movie to be here, I do think that having at least slight references to like the past movies they played in would be very interesting, because we know how Spider-Man movies go. So it is very kind of expected that at least Tom will go through at least one of the things that happens in there.
Yeah. Now, quick question: Do you guys think that MJ and Ned? Yes. How did I forget his name? I am losing my mind. Do you guys think that MJ and Ned are going to be coming back, or do you think that's just going to be like cut ties?
I am very torn on this because part of me is like, I really like these characters. I'd love to see them return. But another part of me is like, if they return, then that like greatly takes away the impact of No Way Home.
Yeah.
And like, I don't want it to be ruined by that. But I also would love to see the characters return. But I would also like to see new characters. So it's like,
It's like a back and forth.
Yeah.
I need a Gwen Stacy in the MCU. That's what I need.
Yes. I do think it is very interesting. I do hope that I feel like in some way they will still be referenced because, you know, they're all going to the same college. Or, I think. Don't quote me. But I am pretty sure that they will still be referenced in some way, shape, or form. So if they aren't on screen, at least we can hope that they will be at least mentioned.
Yeah. Plus, if there's no MJ, if there's no Gwen Stacy, there's always room for Spider-Man's third love, Deadpool. You never know, all right? I saw them in the Amazing Spider-Man show. There was a little chemistry.
Oh my God.
Now, let's go over to Pascal with his new What If segment to imagine, remake, reboot, and retell.
Hey there. Welcome to Plugged In's Imagine to Remake, Reboot, and Retell segment. This segment is about questioning you, the audience, about what if a movie, anime, or cartoon, or a live-action TV show gets a reboot or a remake. I'm your host, Pascal Maganese, and this week we're talking about what if Avatar gets a cartoon or an anime adaptation. Here are some questions to consider. 1. How will fans react to the adaptation? 2. How will the adaptation be different than the original? Which Japanese animation studio should animate or join the anime production, or a company, or a cartoon company that can do the cartoon? Who will voice Neriti and Jake in the adaptation? Or will they reprise their roles? And I think we're out of time for today. Tune in next time, Millersville.
So last but not least, we have the upcoming movies. We have coming up, I think tomorrow after this being recorded, Halloween Ends on October 14th.
Heck yes.
Black Adam is coming up October 21st. Wendell and Wild, October 21st as well, actually. Didn't know that one.
Yep, that's coming up.
Heck yep.
Weird, the Weird Al Yankovic movie.
So excited.
Yeah.
November 4th. we got Wakanda Forever coming out November 11th. Cannot wait.
Yeah.
Strange World coming out November 23rd. And lastly, Avatar, the second one, Way of Water, is coming out December 16th. You guys got any feelings about these upcoming movies? Or?
There's a lot of good stuff coming out.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to it. Specifically Black Panther. I think that's my most
Of
anticipated.
course. I mean, I'm definitely looking forward to Halloween Ends because I'm such a sucker for Halloween movies, and I'm really excited to see how they end it. And of course, I mean, I've talked about Black Panther at least like 5 times, so I'm very excited to see where Black Panther goes.
Yeah, I'm excited about the Halloween Ends movie too. I will say they've tried to end the series like 5 times.
Yeah.
So
Like, is this really the end? Is
Is
it really
it
the
the
end?
Is it really the end? Or is there just going to be like a mask that just comes out of the ground at the very end? Like, who knows?
I mean, he never dies. Never know.
He never dies.
He never dies.
I'm also really excited about just Wakanda Forever, Weird, and also strangely Avatar. I think it's going to be a nice setup for the next 5 movies.
I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued to see what happens.
Fingers
Yeah.
crossed. We can't let it flop.
Fingers crossed. Now, that is all the time that we have for today's episode. I'm Ant, followed by Christian and Sinai, and tune in to the next week for another riveting discussion in the world of pop culture. Have a great night, Millersville.